Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are solving a Leetcode problem 3227, a vowels game in a string. So this question looks a tough game theory at first, but if you trust me, it's a very simple trick behind it, and we'll break it down in very simple steps. So try to understand what it is saying. So I'll pause this video so you can go through the statement. Okay. Very first, the Alice and Bob are playing a game on a string. Okay, means Alice and Bob are playing a game with string, right? And you are given a string S, as you can see in the example 1, right? This is what we have given Leetcoder. Now it is saying that you are given a string S, and Alice and Bob will take turns playing the following games, where the Alice start first. So Alice start first. It means they have defined some turns. Let's suppose for Alice and Bob, they will play one by one. Let's suppose Alice saying that he is going to start first and then Bob. Like that they are saying. Okay. So what they're saying? So saying when Alice term come, right? She has to remove an non-empty substring from S that contains an odd number of vowels. It means Alice can only remove a substring that has an odd number of vowels, right? What Alice can do? Alice can only remove a substring that has an odd number of vowels. Okay. What are those? We'll talk later. First, go through the statement. Next, Bob can only do what? Bob turns comes when he has to remove a non-empty substring from S that contains even number of vowels. Similarly, Bob can only remove a substring that has an even number of vowels. So Alice can do only odd number and Bob can do even number of vowels, right? So the first player who cannot make a move on their turn loses the game. So we assume that both Alice and Bob play optimally, right? So we can say like Alice what can do and Bob what can do, that we have understand. Then we should understand when they take turns, Alice always goes first, who can't make a move and loses the game, right? But whoever uh, can't make a move, that will lose the game, we can also say. So we need to return true if the allies win, otherwise it will otherwise it will be false, right? So you understand? Means Alice and Bob are playing a game with a string, and Alice can only remove a substring. Let's suppose the substring has an odd number of vowels, and similarly for the Bob, he can remove even number of vowels, right? Or an even. Next, it is saying they take the turn, and Alice always goes first as it starts, right? And whoever can't make a next move loses the game. Very first Alice do, then the Bob does, right? And whoever can't make the next move, right, similarly they loses the game. So we need to return the true, right, in case Alice wins, otherwise return false. Okay, so let's try to understand. So let's try to understand this problem example that we have given. Okay, 1 second. So very first, what we have given this Leetcoder, right? We have given here as an input. Can we say that? So I'll assume this is a string and we'll try to understand. So let's walk through this one. Okay, very first, we know that Alice goes first and she removes what? Let's suppose the 3 vowels from here, right? Let's call, after removing the 3 vowels, right? We can say what we have, Leetcoder. Okay, so the 3 vowels can be what? We can say Leetco. Let's remove these things. Okay, so it will become what? Leetco. We can do that, right? Since the string becomes what? der. If we'll remove this part, don't remove this part, let's suppose we'll remove this part. Okay, so if, as you can see the in the explanation saying that all Alice always goes first and she can delete the string. Let's suppose she delete this string because it contains 3 vowels, 2 vowels here, 1 vowel here, right? So the resulting become what? After removing this, she will get what? She will get der, right? This is what the resulting string is now. So this is our string. Now when the Bob comes, right, Bob plays and he can only remove the string with an even number of vowels, right? So he removed D. Let's suppose from here. So the S is now what we have is der from here. If he will remove this word, because he has to remove this one, right? So once he removed D, that's a vowel is 0, right? 0 vowels we can say that. So the left is der, right? So er. So the resulting string become what? Er. Now third time when the it is Alice and this is Bob. Now Alice comes. So when Alice comes again, she shows er as a substring, right? Now what she will do? Alice again goes and she remove er, complete er, right? Which has 1 vowel, right? Because substring has to remove. So this time string becomes empty, right? So once this is empty, right, Bob has no more move to do. So who wins? Alice wins. So we'll return true, and that is happening. I hope you understand, right? So now you have to understand little logically what is happening here. Okay, let's think that now let's think that this game as a logically. Okay, it looks complicated, but never but it's a secret here that it never become tough. Okay, let's try to understand how. So Alice wins because if the string contains at least 1 vowel, right, she can win. Like in this case, right, Alice has been, she has been here because if the string contains at least 1 vowel, she can win, right? As you can see. Why? If there are no vowels, right? Let's suppose if there are no vowels, Alice can't make a move, right? And she loses immediately. So if the number of vowels is odd, right? In that case, what? In that case, Alice can just delete the entire string and she can finish the game, as happens at here, right? So on the very first move, right, what happened? When she saw the number of you can say vowels, she removes and she left it, right? But if there is only one, or you can say odd number of vowels is there, she can remove immediately and it is finishing, and that is why she wins, right? So if the total number of vowels is even, Alice delete just 1 vowel, and now the remaining number of vowels like this, right? How many here? It was 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? This is what the given number of it was even. So we have removed very first these 2 and this one, right? So it was one left, it was left, right? And that is why she wins, right? So if the total number of vowels is even, Alice delete just 1 vowel. Now the remaining number of vowels is odd, right? And the Bob is stuck on deleting even vowel, even string. That means he can never clear the board, right? And Alice always wins because she get the move in the last, right? So we can say, okay, this is why she wins. So if no vowels, so what we can say, what I'm trying to say, let's understand. So if there is no vowel, if there is no vowel, means what will happen? Who will win, right? Bob will win. It means Alice loses. And we say not loses. So when there is no vowel, means who wins? Bob wins and Alice loses. When there is we can say odd vowels, we can say odd vowels, then who will win? Simply allies win. He will win. Immediately, we can say immediately. And when even vowels, it means allies removes one vowel, right? And then it will become what? Odd. Left. Allies still win. Understand? If she removes, right, the odd is left, right? So allies will come again and she will win again. That is what we have seen. So the code is very simple. Let me show you how to implement it, right? So very first we'll create one helper function and we'll check each character that this is vowel or not. If any of this character, as you know, the vowel is A, E, I, O, U. So we'll check all the characters. Any of the character is matching, it's return the boolean, right? Now come to the main function. Okay, main function gives a string, right? And this string we have to go with its length, and each character will check. If the character is vowel, will return true. If character is not vowel, return false, right? Why? Because if the character is what? Is a vowel, means allies always win. What we can say? Allies can always wins in this case, right? If there is no more constant, no more vowels, right? No vowels, no vowel. So allies loses, right? This is what we need to say. So that's what I have in this video. And for the complexity part, we'll say if the length is n of the given string, it will become O of n time, because we are making a loop over here. We are not taking any extra spaces, so it will become O of 1 space. And this will be the most optimal problem. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you the next one. If you want live classes, if you want to prepare for the FAANG or product-based companies, please check out my courses listed, and please contact on the WhatsApp given on the description, and I'll see you the next one. Thank you guys. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe this channel, and please share the video with your friend so he can also get the benefit. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.